Hey, thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. Well, what about Gary Coleman, but he couldn't fit in my bag, so it would have been bad. Hey, thanks for coming out. I hope these are my favorite episodes, you guys. I hope you enjoy them. TV's just not made like it used to. You know, you really used to be sit home and enjoy TV, and today it's a little bit different because you have 5 million channels and you have 5 million shows, and they can basically say whatever they want to say on TV. And I really hope you guys enjoy these shows. And we're going to show a movie, but I guess we don't have time to show the movie. But I had a great movie I want you guys to see. It's about me lost in the forest. I'm just kidding. It's not real. But thank you for coming, and I will talk to you guys afterwards, after the show. So what's the first episode of the show?
We're going to start with the pilot episode where the world got to meet Todd Bridges and Willis.
That's when I had hair. And then one day my hair just fell out. It was awful. And I can't even sue anybody. Isn't that terrible? All right, so please enjoy the first show, and I'll be back to talk to you in a minute.
Yeah, there will be... Oh, wait, there's one more.
Oh, yes, and also, I would like to say a happy birthday to Courtney. Please stand up. Courtney, stand up. Stand up, Courtney. Happy birthday, Courtney. Come on, everybody. On 3, let's sing happy birthday. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Courtney. Happy birthday to you. At least I'm not on American Idol, right? Because that was absolutely despicable.
All right, so yeah, there's going to be a full Q&A after the episodes run, and you guys can ask about everything you've seen and everything you've always wondered. And there's also going to be Todd will be out in the lobby there after the Q&A, and he gets pictures, and there's shirts, and there's everything Todd Bridges you've ever dreamed of, including Todd Bridges. So we will see you guys out there. Enjoy the show, and thanks again.
And then he said O.J. Willis. I'm glad he don't know O.J. I don't want to be O.J. Willis. No, but yeah, that hot tub was gone, man. It was like, it was there one show, and then it was like, they said this is too expensive because it cost a lot to run that hot tub because they had to wire it all weirdly, so they just took it out, and the hot tub never came back again. It was sad. It was always mentioned that, you know, you were going to the hot tub, but you never saw it again. But actually, originally how the show got sold originally was, it never did it before. Me, Conrad, the show was originally written for Conrad Bain and Gary Coleman, and Gary Coleman did not have an older brother. But what happened was, I was on a show called Fish before Different Strokes. I don't know if anybody remembers that show. The show had just got canceled, and I went up for, Mork and Mindy, which was actually, Mork and Mindy was a different show before you saw it on the air. Mork and Mindy was originally called Mork from Ork. And the show was about Mork, who lived in the attic of the little black kids. And actually, it was my attic. I was casting the role, which was really weird. And what happened was, I got Different Strokes at the same time. I got both of the shows. I auditioned for both of them and got both of them. So I had to make a decision of which show I wanted to be. So I chose Different Strokes because I got a chance to play an older brother in a Mork and Mindy. But thank God I made the right choice, because when Mork and Mindy, when it went to air, the kid was just there and then disappeared. So I was like, whoa, that was the right choice I made. But this show was groundbreaking. But how the show got to air originally, we were in front of like all the brass of NBC originally, and we did the show for 20 minutes, and we did a 20-minute presentation, and they were so enthralled with what they had saw that they bought 26 shows that had never been done. They bought 26 right off the bat. But the show ended up being, because it was a very groundbreaking show. I mean, you know, you didn't see a lot of black kids with white people in those days. It didn't exist. It's the 70s, you know, it was kind of strange. But it was a good show. I mean, as you can tell, it's a good show. You still laugh today off the show. I mean, even I laughed off it. And that's what's different about yesterday's television and today's television. Yesterday's television, it's still funny. Sanford and Son, Good Times, those shows are all still funny to watch and laugh. It's very difficult today to watch the older shows and not laugh. You watch the new shows and you're like, you know. And so I hope you enjoy the next episode, which I think is the one where I got a black eye. You'll see what happened was, our auntie who came, I think, is that the next show? Which is the next show?
You got them up there, I'm not quite sure, but it's coming up.
Yeah, one of the shows where LaWanda Page was on the show, and she gave me a black eye, me and Gary Coleman. She had her bag, and she swung the bag back and popped me in the eye, and popped Gary Coleman down, and we're like crying and seeing stars. And you'll love that show. Y'all see stars. Not really. Stars going around. It's true. You see stars going around your head. This never happened to you guys? Anybody ever seen stars? See? Anybody ever been knocked out? See? Yeah. It's happened to all the best of us. But as you can see what happened to me, you know, I had all my problems in the past, let it run because Mr. Drummond, you know, didn't raise me right, so. That's what happens when you get raised by a rich white man. They don't love you. No, just kidding. Is it ready yet? Okay. I hope you enjoy the next episode. I'll come back again. The Gooch actually had about 10 shows, but you never seen him. They never showed the Gooch. We never know what he looked like. He's just some fictitious character that existed in the minds of the people who watched the show. But he's, you know, supposedly his knuckles were dragging, and he was like, you know, really big and really goofy looking, like Monster Man. Yeah. Oh, he said like him. That's not fair. Oh, you crying again? Wasn't it a touching scene? Because I was gonna leave. I was out the door. I was gonna find another rich white man. Or a rich Asian man. Somebody! Asian man, I can learn karate, you know? No. Took a while to get that, didn't it? No, but you know, as you can see, you know, this show demonstrates, you know, like fighting does not prove anything. Of course, a lot of us didn't understand that growing up. When I had to beat up Vanilla Ice, he didn't get that. Everybody thought he was going to win, actually. But the people that knew me knew that he wasn't going to win. Poor guy. And he didn't want to get hit, I guess. No, but he had a big shiner, one here, and another eye was lumped up pretty bad. And I went back and shook his hand, told him great fight, and I got his autograph on a Vanilla Ice CD. I was like, ding, 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 ding. I got beat up by Willis Jackson. No, he was there. Could you imagine he has to live with that for the rest of his life? Man, Willis beat you up, man. That would suck. But like if I lost, they'd be like, man, Vanilla Ice whooped your butt. Yeah, so I'd have been fighting the whole time. But yeah, so the next show is the one where actually we got black eyes from. That's with LaWanda Page. Because what had happened was, hey, the story behind, which one? And that's right. What happened in that show actually, where her brother had died actually 2 days before the show. We shot that show, and that's why all the things started going wrong in that show. But it was a really good show. I think she came to take us back home, and you know, the show was real sensitive to it in its day. It had a lot of emotions to it because, you know, most shows that are made today are not situational comedies. They're like set-up joke. And these shows are situational comedies. Take a situation and then you put a show around it. And that's what we did every week for 8 years. And so you probably gonna cry. I was gonna cry because, you know, I look at that. See that skinny body I had? Jeez, where the hell did that go? Donut here, donut there. Actually, I lost 25 pounds just now in the last couple months. Yeah, I lost 25 pounds. I was huge. I was 206 though. I looked in the mirror, I was like, good gracious. And you know, and I got, mine ain't small, mine is kind of big. When you can't see it, you know, it's trying to lose that stomach, you know what I mean? It's gonna take you a minute to get that. I was like, where'd it go? Shoot! I had to get rid of that stomach so that it didn't disappear. Yes. And I actually, before we get to the show, I'm actually just now, I go on, I start my tour next, I'm doing stand-up. I start my tour in the next, I think March 19th, but it starts in, I think it's back in Bend, Oregon. So it's in Oregon first. And it's 5 days, and I'm sure I'll eventually come down this way. But I just talk about all my stories, you know, everything that I've gone through and people that I've seen, people that I know, and, you know, it's about getting out and having fun, you know, and so I hope you enjoy this next show, and I'll be down, then we'll have Q&A after this show where you can ask questions and I'll answer them. All right? Thank you.